the Overcomfort podcast, you guys. I am your host, Jenicka. Thank you guys so much for being here, for watching, wherever you guys are at, in your kitchen, in your car, in your living room, doing whatever you do on this beautiful Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm super excited for today's guest. I have my beautiful friend, Marlene Mendez, better known as Marlenedizzle. I love that. How did you come up with that?
Actually, a friend in high school came up with it.
Yeah?
Yeah, when I was making my Twitter, I didn't know what to put, like, name myself. And he's like, if I find you a name, will you
do it?
Yeah, will you do it? I'm like, okay, fine. But give me a good one because I'm really picky with my names. He's like, okay. And out of nowhere, he just said Marlenedizzle. And I changed all my platforms to Marlenedizzle.
Are you guys still friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. Credit to you, friend. Yeah. I love that. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
How are you? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better. I did tell you that I lost my voice.
Yes.
Dude, I went to a party, when was it, Saturday? For my friend's wedding. Completely lost my voice.
Oh, you're like college friends,
yes,
right?
I went to Merced. Far.
Yeah.
And I completely lost it. Yeah.
I love that though. I love it. Como si fuera tu boda. Okay, well, thank you so much for being here. You haven't really done any podcasts recently, right?
Not recently.
You did Alan's.
I did Alan's.
Like a couple times, so I'm really glad that you're here.
No, thank you for having me.
It's a different vibe. It's a little, a little bit more calm.
Yeah, and more chill vibes.
Yes, more into it. But I like for all the guests to kind of tell us their story, what they do, where they come from, how they grew up, how many siblings you have, how old you are, all that good stuff.
Okay.
So without further ado, Marlenedizzle, you guys.
So my name's Marlene Mendez, guys. I'm a content creator. I do like lifestyle, beauty, a little bit of everything. I grew up in Bell Gardens. Woot woot.
I love that though.
And I have 2 brothers. I'm the middle child. I'm the only girl. So I'm like the princess, I guess.
La consentida.
And yeah, I started social media in college, actually, with my YouTube channel. Yeah, me aventé, because I've always wanted to do like social media. And then one day I'm like, I'm gonna just do a YouTube channel. Cute. And it was just like a hobby back then, because I was still like in college.
So you mentioned that you're the middle of, you have 2 brothers.
2 brothers.
Okay, so are they like protective of you and all that?
I wouldn't say. I think my big brother was a little overprotective. Yeah. My little brother, I'm his mother. I'm his second mom, so he can't tell me anything. But the big one a little bit, but he was actually pretty cool. Like in high school, growing up.
Right.
I remember when I first started dating. My mom would always check my phone, dude.
No.
Like she'd be like, "Dame tu teléfono, I'm gonna check it."
Was she more like your sister?
No, my mom was
like your mom.
A mom, dude. I tried making her my sister, and it did not happen, girl. I remember I sat her down when the first boyfriend I ever had, he asked me to be his girl, and I was like, I need to ask my mom first, because that's how scared I was of her.
Dude,
like,
how old were you?
15,
oh,
dude. All chamaca, yeah.
She's like, let me talk to my mom and I'll get back to you.
So I remember sitting her down. I'm like, Mom, I have to talk to you. Tengo que hablar contigo. And she's like, what? Like, she probably, now thinking about it, she probably thought that I was pregnant or something. Because, like, I sat her down, like, very serious conversation. And she's like, what happened? I'm like, like, I see all my friends being good friends with their mom. And I want to be like that with you. And I want to, like, trust you.
Like, no way.
Yeah, and I'm like, they asked me to be like a guy's like trying to be my boyfriend. No. She's like, oh no.
No.
Dude, I tried, but no.
How did you tell him then?
I still went behind her.
She's like, my mom said no, but I'm still gonna be here.
I'm still gonna be your girlfriend. But I just knew that I wasn't like rebelde like that. So I knew like my limits. So I was still his girlfriend, but it was more like manita sudada stuff. Like, it wasn't nothing like.
It was still young.
Yeah,
it wasn't
I
crazy.
was like, yeah.
Imagínate ahora.
I know.
No. How was your relationship with like your parents and stuff growing up?
It was pretty good, yeah. I mean, my parents have always been together, so I think that's like a big thing that helped too. Like, they always set the example. So every time I see them, I'm like, I want to have a pareja like that, like last with them like for a very long time.
I love that.
Yeah, but with my parents, they've always been good. They've always been supportive.
Good.
Are you strict?
Are you closer with anyone specific, like your mom or dad?
I think my mom, but just because like she understands me as a woman now. So if I ever have to tell her something, like like she's there for me.
I love
Or like whenever I'm stressed out, I call her and like.
And maybe because you're the only girl too.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna go to your brothers or
Right.
tell your dad. Or
Even though like with my brothers, like growing up in high school, I would tell my big brother stuff.
you guys went to high school together.
No, so we're all like 5 years apart.
Oh, okay.
But when he graduated high school, I was going into high school.
Right.
And then when I started dating and my mom would take away my phone, I would tell my brother, dude, please, like, delete my messages with my boyfriend.
No.
And he would.
Aww,
I would be
he
like,
had your
damn.
back.
Yeah, he had my back.
That's good though.
And I think that's where, like, our bond started, like, because he was
My
like,
brother
"What's
could
she
never.
doing?" He probably even went through my messages too. And he was like, well, she's not doing anything bad. Like, let me just delete them.
At least
Literally.
my brothers would probably snitch on me. So that's cool that you had like that bond with your brother.
Yeah.
How was like life growing up for you guys though?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, my parents were always like working for the most part. I remember when my little brother was born, that's when my parents started their business because they are like business owners. And dude, when that happened, like we would barely even see them. Like we were always with like our babysitter. But we didn't really like mind because they would always like tell us like, oh, we're doing this for you guys. Like I know we don't spend much time with you guys, but whenever they did have time, it was like during vacations when they would take their time off.
Right.
And they would take us to like, you know, like Cancun or something, and we'd be all happy.
Yeah.
And then they'll tell us like, this is why we're working hard, like so we can give you guys. So we never complained, but yeah, it was mostly like me and my brothers like taking care of each other. Like we always had each other's back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we would make each other our comida too whenever the babysitter wasn't there. Our tacos de crema and all that.
But those foods now
Yes,
are
they're so good.
They're like healing. They're like, oh my god.
Sometimes when I don't have nothing to eat, I'm like, I'm gonna make myself a taco de crema. Because dude, I
Yes.
love them. But yeah, it wasn't like bad, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but
Appreciate those
I
moments
appreciate
and, like,
them,
your
yeah.
parents. Are they still working to this day?
yes, dude.
No way.
Yeah. So crazy.
Stopped.
They're hard
How
work.
old are they?
My mom's like 55.
Okay, so she's
They're both 55 because they're both from the same year. Yeah.
that's cute.
But I mean, they
Where are they
both go at
from?
it. My mom's from a pueblito called Tejupilco,
Okay.
and then my dad's from El DF.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
So,
When did they come over here?
Chilangos.
Or did they like?
so they came here when they were like, how old? Like 18, 17.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
So they're really living out like
Yeah,
that
dude.
American dream.
Mhm.
Because
I actually they got lucky because they fixed papers when what's it called, La Amnistía, when Amnistía was on, like when the president was
Oh, okay.
giving opportunity to
Uh-huh.
fix papers, they did it right away, and they got lucky. And till this day,
Wow.
they're like, dude, we got so lucky.
that's a blessing.
I was like, wow,
And
you
then they
guys.
just worked their asses
Yeah,
off.
they worked their asses off, and then they started their business when my little brother was born.
What business? What kind of?
They do glamour pictures.
Oh, how cute!
Yeah. The old school glamour pictures.
Yes.
Now they take pictures for everything, like quinceañeras and all that, but
That's so
they started
different.
with glamour pics. I
That
know.
is so different. I love it. Did they ever take any of your pictures?
Yes, dude, all the time. We hated it so much because it was like to be there like the whole day.
Oh.
But my mom was like, it's for memories. It's for memories.
for
I'm
memories.
like, fine.
And then now you look back.
No,
on
yeah,
that
now I'm
and
like,
it's
oh, how cute.
You're like,
Like,
ew.
what- I'm like, what
Like,
the
why
hell?
would
I
you
look
do
so
this to
different.
me? I love that. So, okay. You went to college, right?
Yes.
You went to college. And I feel like a lot of people don't know this because there's this. People assume that
Right.
because you're an influencer, you didn't
Like,
go
you
to
just
college,
dropped
you
out.
didn't do this. You guys, she has a whole ass degree. Like, she's one step ahead of me and
no.
everybody.
Dude, I feel like I'm old. It's because a lot of people don't know that I'm 26.
Bitch,
About to be
I
27.
just turned 26.
Okay, but don't people tell you that you look younger?
No, they say I look older.
Really?
But that's because I feel like everything that I've went through has like matured my
Right,
face
right.
and like my attitude. So
Yeah.
I'm not like young. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're very mature, so people think that
Yes.
you're older.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. When people see me, they're like, "Oh, I think you're like, we feel like you're younger." Maybe because I'm still partying and stuff. I don't know.
She's still in her college days. Okay, so you went to. So tell me that whole experience. Like you, girl, I don't know. Like you can have that opportunity if you wanted to stop being an influencer
Yeah.
to go back and do what you want to do or what your degree was.
So okay, so how okay, so after high school, I knew I had to go to college because my
Your parents were like that?
oh my God, yes. My parents were always like, you have to go to college, like, for you to get a good job. Like,
Girl.
obviously, like, they never knew about social media either. And at the time, I wasn't into social media. I was when, like, the influencers were starting. Like, I would look up to, like, all the OG makeup, like, Desi Perkins, Karen I Love
Same.
Sarai,
Same.
like, all of them, right?
Yes.
And I knew that was a thing, but I never, like, thought it would be for me. So then I went to college. I did the whole college thing for 4 years. I went to
dorm
UC
and
Merced.
stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
I dormed my first 2 years, and then the other 2 I lived off campus, but it was still a house, so I
Right.
still had roommates and all that. And I went far, girl. I was like, I need to go far from home because I wanted to like be independent. Yeah, and also have my freedom because my parents were always so strict. So I'm like, I need a little bit of like air.
But you didn't want to be too far from home
Right,
where
like-
you couldn't like get there.
Yeah, like I wanted to be able to drive back.
Right. Okay.
And that was perfect because it's like only like 4 hours, I think.
How did they take
Now
it
I
when
say
you
4
left?
hours. Oh, my mom, dude, she tried to convince me by like buying me a car. She's no, literally, she's like, if you leave, she's like, you either leave or we buy you a car and you stay here so you can
Did you
commute.
think about it?
No.
She's like, I still want to leave.
Yeah, I didn't think about it because I'm like, dude, I can have my car, like I can get my own car later on.
Right.
But like the experience, no one else is gonna give it to me back.
Did
you know, like
love it though?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was like yeah, like sometimes I miss it.
Like that you went to
Yeah,
the wedding,
like-
you thought about everything?
Yeah, like the freedom, your friends, like just being alone, independent yourself. Like it's like a whole vibe.
It is. So how old were you at that time?
18?
18?
Yeah, I left when I was 20. I came back when I was 21.
Did you ever get homesick?
I did the first year.
Oh.
My mom would tell me, if you get homesick, don't try to come back. I'm like,
Guys,
dang,
that's
girl.
toxica,
I'm like,
dude.
okay.
So you got your degree and all that stuff. How did social media come in? Like you said you did it for fun and like
Yeah.
you just had this big inspiration. Obviously, I love Sarai. I love
Yeah.
all of those OG creators too. Like they literally Desi.
I know,
I feel
girl.
you.
I know. I was like that too.
Till
So
this
then-
day though, like I'm like I watch their stuff. I'm like, oh my god, you
I
guys,
know
like-
they're just like, I don't know. I don't know.
They're
how to
really good
explain
at
it.
this
They're
shit they
very
do.
good. Yeah.
and it's like it was a huge inspiration for me. So how did that come for you? What was like your first video and all that?
So when I tried starting my YouTube, I was doing it for fun, but I always, obviously, it was like my inspiration too behind them
Right.
that I wanted to start.
Right.
And dude, it took me like a whole year to decide whether to start or not. Like it was so hard to start for some reason. Like it was like the what ifs or like what are people gonna say about me, or just little things like that that like really I didn't want to start. And then one day I'm like, you know what, Marlene, who cares if people like talk crap about you, like starting a YouTube channel, like just do it. So I did it, and then I just had it there. And then after I graduated, and then after college, I started getting into makeup more and posting like my get ready with me's, or like not get ready with me's, but like more like tutorials and just my pictures of makeup. And then that didn't work out. So then I was like, I'm gonna just leave it. Like I'm gonna just focus on working. Yeah, man. Yeah, which now I think about it, I'm like, why? Like I should have just kept going. And then I started when I was working at the bank, because I started working at the bank as a teller.
Dude,
At
you
Chase.
look like a bank
Dude.
teller. Like,
Do you want me to get
you
the
have
faucet?
like the sophisticated voice and everything. Like, I could totally tell.
Really?
I would be happy if like you were my
Oh
bank
my
teller.
God. I'm like, thank you. Like, that's a compliment.
So you went there, huh?
Yeah, so I was working as a teller, and then
What bank? Can I know?
Chase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was
We've
at
had Wells Fargo in here. We've
Oh
had
yeah,
Yvette.
Yvette. Yeah. So then one night, like how social media started for me.
Right.
One night I was like, it was a night out, and I was gonna go out with my friends, and it started raining. So then they canceled the plans, but I was ready already. Like I was ready to go out. I was kind of sad. I'm like, why are you guys canceling? Like it's like pouring, but not like a lot.
Not that bad. You
It's not
guys.
that
A
bad.
whole ass hurricane.
And that's when TikTok was starting.
Okay.
My little brother told me to download the app, and he was like, it's a new app, and I thought it was for little kids. I'm like, dude, it's for little kids. Like, I'm not gonna use it. Yeah. And he's like, just do it. I'm like, okay. So I downloaded it, And that's when I saw Adam's video.
Mm.
But I saw not Adam's video. I saw someone reacting to Adam's video.
Okay.
And I was like, wait, what's going on here? I was like, are they on FaceTime or like what's going on?
Right.
So then I went to Adam's, the Stitch. I went to Adam's profile. And I was like, oh my God, like this is so cool. Like people are acting like they're talking to him.
You guys weren't friends at that time,
No.
right? Okay.
I just like, I found him through. I think it was when he was barely starting too.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, let me try it. I was like, let me experiment
Uh-huh.
with this app. And I did it for fun. And I remember sending it to my little brother, and he was like making fun of me too. Yeah, I'm like, boy.
He's like, don't
But-
tell me to get the app then.
Right. But he was like, oh my God, like that's so cringe. And I was like, okay, let me do it again. So I did it again.
Uh-huh.
Because even for myself, like I felt like the first time I wasn't like, I feel
You
like I
didn't
was
love it.
acting. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I wasn't being myself.
Okay.
So I'm like, let me try it, but like let me actually be myself. So then I did it the second time. Didn't send it to him because I didn't want to hear it from him. I posted it on Twitter because I'm like, let me just show my friends like that I'm cracking up at this. Because I was cracking up. I'm like, bro, I'm so dumb. And I posted it, and like it just started blowing up.
I love that.
And I was like, wait a minute, what the hell? And well, this was when I woke up because I went to sleep and then I woke up and I was blowing up. And people were asking for more, for more, for more. And I was like, I'm going to just keep doing it. And I was doing it, and people loved it. And that's how I created my following in the beginning.
Wow.
Yeah.
What from one night out that got
Dude, it
canceled,
was
girl.
crazy. I was like, thank you, friends.
This is a sign from God. Literally, God said, "No, bitch, you're staying your ass home. You're
Literally.
gonna stitch this video."
And
done.
yeah, that's how it's going to start.
Wow. And then that's how you became friends with
Yeah.
Adam.
He hit me up on Instagram
Uh-huh.
after. It was like after a few months. And I was so happy, dude. I was so excited.
Aw.
And he told me he was coming to LA. But, and yeah, he just came.
Wow.
Yeah, and
the rest is
and
history.
the rest is history.
Aw,
Yeah.
how cute.
We clicked right away, by the way, too,
Yeah.
which was a really good sign. I
You
was
guys have
so
the same
scared.
vibes.
I was scared when I met him.
That-
I'm like, oh my God, what if we don't click? Like, what if it's weird? Like, what if
Right.
it's not like how
It's always
it
weird.
is in
It always
social
feels like
media.
a little like.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but it worked out. So I was like, oh my God.
Aw.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so cute. Okay, we're gonna go on a quick break, and then we're gonna come back and still talk about social media and your relationship and surgery and all that good stuff. So we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, you guys. We have the gorgeous Marlenedizzle here. We just finished talking about social media, her friendship with Adam. Obviously, when you create, you come from social media, there's a bunch of opinions and everything. How did your family feel, obviously, that you were a bank teller starting social media?
So when I was starting social media, I was actually getting promoted too.
No.
So that's also what like held me back a lot from like quitting my
were like,
job, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting promoted, and this just started. Like, how am I gonna do it, or what am I gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
But my parents were very supportive. Like, they knew from the start. I always told them that I wanted to do social media.
Okay.
So when it happened, they were fully on like supporting me 100%. Like, no, like, oh, you need to be working, or
Mm-hmm.
which thank God, because I feel like it would have been harder for me
Right.
to.
They told you like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they told me like, oh, you have to focus here on
Right.
work, or like if they would have pulled the card of like, you went to college for social media.
exactly.
Oh my God, that's like my biggest fear. Like, well, that was my biggest fear, for them to be like, we paid for college and like now you're doing this. But they didn't. They supported me, and I remember it was when I started, I was really stressed out because I would go to work from 9 to 5, come back home, get ready again, because I wouldn't really go ready to like the bank, like más o menos,
Right.
but not. But
not-
not like
full
full
beat.
beat. So I would get ready and then do the videos. So I would just spend my entire like free time in my room,
Right.
like doing my videos, and they would never see me. I wouldn't even come out to eat. So they'd be like, "Where? Like, what
Where
are
are
you
you?
doing? Like,
Uh-huh.
where are you?" So they just sat me down one day and they're like, "You need to choose."
What you're gonna do?
And I was like, "What do you mean I need to choose?" I'm like, "I don't want to choose." She's like, "Yeah, you need to choose. Like, whether it's social media, you're gonna focus yourself on social media, or you're gonna keep working,
Right.
because you're stressing yourself out. You're not even coming out to eat. Like, we don't even see you.
They were
You don't have
concerned.
family time. Yeah." And I just started crying because I was like, oh my God, like, you're right. Like, I'm just like in my room, and like, I'm not giving you guys time either. So I told them, like, I'm scared. I'm scared to quit my job. I was super scared because I'm like, what if this doesn't work out? Like, And my mom's like, okay, what if this doesn't work out? She's like, you tell me what's the like worst thing that can happen to you. And I'm like, I go back to work. And she's like, exactly.
It's
She's
not
like,
like you got fired. Or
yeah.
something.
She's like, you have your degree, you have experience, like you could always go back. And I was like, okay. So they gave me the
like
the
the green
push,
light.
the green light.
Wow.
So I did it, and yeah.
That's crazy though that you had like that promotion, and it's like literally God, like, okay, here you can
Literally.
take the risk, overcome that fear, and do this, and see how it goes. And then you like let this go. But that it's true. It's like you didn't get fired. You didn't have to like. You just you're literally following your dreams, and you still have that just in case.
Right, just
like,
in case, like I can always go back.
That's why you're always like one step ahead.
And I always thought about that too, like risk.
Yeah.
Take the risk.
Take it because
Take the risk.
And what happens? You're gonna be in the bank. You're gonna be sitting there fucking typing, taking an account,
and thinking of what if.
And what like I should have done this, this. Like you're gonna have that doubt and like it's like no, it's like the point is to take those risks and to be able to like do what you want to do.
Exactly.
And if you don't, then it's fine. You have that degree. You're still a bad bitch. Like
exactly.
I like
I'm
no,
like,
honestly,
yes.
like for me, I wish I finished school because I wanted to be a teacher or like a daycare or a counselor. And I wish I did because
well, you can always go back, girl. Like it's never too late. Because people always say like, oh my God, no, I'm too old to go back. I'm like, girl.
No, there's a lot of people that go back like at 40.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, it's never too late. So.
No, I thought about it. I might. You
Yeah.
inspired me. Like, just, because you never know. Like, what are we gonna do if social media, the internet goes out one day?
Or not even that. Like sometimes it's also like good to like learn more.
Yeah, it makes you more smarter. I feel like for a girl, and it's just like a little bit more sexier too. Like
thank you.
Have a degree, like I know, I'm like I have a degree in business,
business or whatever.
Like no, like it's like just to add a little plus to you, and I love that. So I don't know.
That's how I feel with people that get their masters done. Because I didn't get my masters.
You have a bachelor's?
Yeah, my bachelor's, yeah.
Girl, that's still enough.
No, but when I hear people say, oh, I have my master's, I'm like, damn, like, I feel...
I'm a doctor.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, like, that's, like, I'm proud of you guys, because it's a lot.
No, for real. And then you see all these artists, like Taylor Swift, Kanye, all these other people that actually go back to school and get, like, Kim K, like she has 4 fucking kids.
I know. Isn't she like a lawyer or something?
She's going to school to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
And that's like the hardest shit probably. Like more studying on that. I know. Like if Kim K can do it, you guys, we all can do it. Anybody can do it. So obviously, okay, so you quit or you were scared.
So scared.
And then what happened? Like you just devoted all your time.
Yeah. I started doing social media. That's when my manager also found me. So, so I'm like, thank God for her too, because she was like pitching me too. So, I was like, I felt safe. Like, I didn't feel alone, like just doing it by myself.
Wow.
So, that really helped me a lot.
Wow.
To like guide me in the right steps. Yeah.
I love that. You had, like, you weren't, so you had help.
And I had my support system too.
And your brothers and all that stuff. I love that. That's so good. Because there's a lot of people that don't have that.
I know, dude. Every time I see that, I'm like, no. Like, I wish I could just, like, be there, like, bring them under my wing and be their support system.
Literally. And that's, like, what I feel like I did with Shadi, with Nico and all of them. Like, because it's like, it's not easy. So let me help you.
It's not easy. And, like, in this industry, you can get effed over so many times if you're not careful. Mm-hmm. So that's why when my manager came to me, she gave me a lot of confianza because she was actually raised in Bell Gardens too.
Oh, okay.
So when she told
me, to her.
And she gave me like a trial too. Like it wasn't like, oh, you have
committed.
to be committed. Yeah. So I knew she was like a good person.
How do you feel now that there's like that change in social media? Like, do you feel? Because for me, I felt a little lost. Like,
and like
TikTok and then like God, all of this, like.
I still feel lost.
Like the age, right? Like the age difference. Like you don't know which audience to attract to. Like if the content is still good or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I still feel lost, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Like there's times where I like disappear from social media and like all my besties, they're like, Marlene, where are you? Where are you? Uh-huh. But I think it gets to you sometimes. Like
yeah, for sure.
It's so many like apps nowadays. Like, dude, like Threads just came on. I was doing that for like
I let that shit go.
Twitter too. Like I haven't been active on that for like forever. But Twitter also because it became so toxic.
It
Like
is toxic.
I was just like, oh my god, no. Like it was bringing me down instead of uplifting me, and I just took a break from that. But there's Threads, there's Snapchat. Snapchat's back, which I miss Snap so much. Like I
do.
snap all the time now.
Me too.
And then what else? Instagram, everything Reels, but not only Instagram pics, Instagram Reels,
is
TikTok. Like it's crazy, but
it's kind of finding like that happy medium and like what the audience wants.
Right.
Vibe. So it's like whatever you guys let us know what kind
Yeah,
of content
let
you
us
guys want to
know.
see to help us out over here.
because sometimes I feel like I'm too old, but sometimes I feel like
I'm too
young.
Young, yes. Like look, I'm gonna be straight up and honest. Like now that I have like Shadi Wilito, like I've gotten so many mixed messages. Like, why are you hanging out? Why don't you hang out with
Oh
people
my
your
God.
age? Or oh, why isn't she hanging out with them? And it's like, okay, first of all, like I who said I can't be friends?
right.
Like they're adults, they know what they're doing, and it's like I'm helping them.
Who was that? I remember I hung out with I think it was Bao, and oh my god, a lot of people. What is she doing? This is weird. Like, why are they hanging out together? Like, she's too
Yes.
old to be hanging out with kids. I'm like, they're not kids.
They're not. No,
First of
it's
all.
like they do the same thing that we do, and it's
Right.
like if we, why can't we give advice?
Yeah, if
or
we get
help out
along,
or be
like,
friends.
yeah.
Like, what's the problem?
I know it's crazy. That's why I'm like, sometimes I'm like, wait, should I hit them up? Should I not hit them up? Like,
Oh my god.
I know it's crazy.
What kind of other comments do you get? Like, what are like your worst hate comments?
Well, there's always like, the comments that get to me the most, they're gonna start commenting. No, they're the ones that are like insulting my family. Like when I would post them, they would like insult like talk about like their appearance, my family.
What do you mean?
Yes, exactly what I mean.
What?
Yeah, so that would bother me a lot because I'm like, leave my family out of this. Like,
Right.
you could talk shit to me, but like
Don't talk about my family.
don't talk about my family because that would get me so mad. And like there I go, like I would delete and block because I would not. My family's on social media, obviously,
Okay.
like because they support me, but they're always like looking at the comments, so I wouldn't want them to see that
Read
too
it
and
or
affect them.
Do you ever feel like you have to stop posting your family?
Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, I should.
And then you don't want them to feel like, why'd you stop posting me?
Yeah. But you know what? So I got to the point where I'm like, you know what, whatever. Because my mom one time told me, oh, other comments, like when they start commenting about your body,
Yeah.
that too, that could get to you.
Girl.
I'm like, and
about
it's
it
so
my whole
sad.
life.
Because it's like, why? Like, what's the reason for that?
And then you look at their profile and it's totally different.
Right.
Like no page, or it's like a page of like I don't know, of animal or whatever, and it's just
or like sometimes when they're like all religious and I'm like, girl,
and it's
like
like why can't people just be kind? Like no cuesta
know.
nada. Like just be kind. Just speak kind words and then it'll come back to you.
Right.
Like it's like good karma. Like be kind to people. It's like it's not the end of the
that's
world.
good
bro.
karma. I always say that. It always comes back to you whether you like it or
Dude,
not.
it's like oh my god.
I remember there was a time when they were commenting a lot on my body.
Yeah.
And I was down bad, girl. Like my mom saw me and she's like, girl, like she's like, why are you like this? And I'm like, she can always tell when I'm like in a bad mood or like in a sad mood. She's like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, it's just like the comments. And then she's like, girl, she's like, BFFR. She's like, get your shit together because they're not paying your rent. They're not like here telling you in your face.
Right.
They're behind the screen. Like they're not gonna do anything to you. And I'm like, yeah, but like it's cause blah, blah. And she's like, girl, don't even pay attention. She's like, don't read them. Block your if you have to block your comments, do it. And I'm like, but I don't want to because there's also the people that support me and that are commenting good positive things. And she's like, well, focus on that instead of focusing on the bad. And I was like, you're right.
I agree. And I get that for my friends too.
Yeah.
Like, you always look at the mad one. It's like,
Right.
because it's there. It's like, and then we forget about all the good ones that come there.
And then I feel guilty because I'm like, oh my God, I should be paying attention to everybody else that's supporting me.
It's true.
So
We gotta listen to ourselves.
yeah, dude.
And listen to our
I'm
own
like-
advice.
So now what I do is block.
Yeah.
I don't
literally-
second
and
guess
the
it.
word filter, the filters of the
Oh
words.
my God, I started doing that barely.
Yeah. It makes it so much better.
Yeah.
And even then, like, there's still some, but it makes it so much better. I'm like, I'll put like puta. I'll put slut, whore, fat.
Yeah.
I'll be like, no, dude, I do not want to see those words, so make sure they're not in the comments. Dude, I get all of those. So What do you remember like your worst comment
My worst comment.
that affected you like the most? Like, and like they called you something or anything?
I think I was at the gym and they were saying that my BBL was botched, and I was like,
You're like,
no.
you start looking at the mirror.
I was like,
You're
wait, is it really? And then I was asking everybody, dude. I went to like all my friends and I asked them, and they were like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, you look
no.
good. And I'm like, everybody's saying it's botched.
Dude.
But no, dude, it was just, I was gaining weight, but it wasn't like I was botched, you know?
No, and it's like, it's tu vida.
Yeah.
Like, you're happy
Right.
with the BBL.
Oh, yeah. I'm
So,
super happy.
We're going to talk about the BBL right now. We're going to talk about it right now, about the whole surgery thing. What do you feel like your misconception? Like, people always get wrong about you.
They think about this for like most girls, though,
Okay.
that you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, when I first saw you, I thought you didn't like me.
Yeah.
Or I thought that you were a bitch. I'm like, what?
I feel like it's a Latina thing, though.
I
like
think
our
so
faces.
too, yeah.
Because I get that all the time. But that's also because I'm very quiet and like introverted. And I don't really, like, you know, like I don't really talk at events or whatever.
Right.
Unless I'm drunk.
Yeah, like you're to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I am too. When I get drunk, I get so inspirational. Like, I don't know, like something hits me and I'm like, oh my God, dude, like you're doing great. Keep going.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to tell everybody that they're doing great. Like, if they haven't heard it before, like you're doing great. Keep going. Like, you're doing amazing things.
Someone needs to hear it
Right.
too.
So, and maybe because I'm drunk and I need to hear it sometimes too, I start thinking
honestly,
about it.
yeah.
And then that's when I start telling people too.
Uh-huh.
And dude, it's embarrassing sometimes because I'm like, I'm so drunk and I'm over here telling them, and the next day I'm all quiet.
You could be talking shit, but you're giving someone inspiration.
True.
Like, so no one could be mad about that.
True, because I could be like the mean girl and like
Yes, you could be like,
True,
fuck
true.
you, this, and that. Like, no, you're helping people, and I love that. Like, girl, keep on drinking. There's no problem.
keep on drinking, girl.
Okay, we're gonna go on another quick break, and then we're gonna come back and talk about love and your surgery and all that.
Okay.
Welcome back, you guys. Okay, so I want to talk about your surgery, your BBL. You've been very open and honest about that,
Yeah.
right? When did you get it?
I think like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was-
It's been a while.
How do you feel now?
I
Like
feel
now that
good.
it's settled in, right?
Yeah, I feel good. I definitely gained weight though, because when I first came out of it, I was so like,
too.
dude, I was tiny.
Uh-huh.
Like I missed that.
I
I'm
did
like,
too. I'm like, let's go back.
yeah, I'm like, let's go. I'm like, round 2.
I know. No, because it's like it. I just told my sister too because she's getting her mommy makeover and she's like, I'm nervous, this, and that. I'm like, look, all our lives we've been dreaming. We've been talking about going to sleep and waking up skinny
Yeah.
and having a fat
like,
ass,
and
and that's
this-
what's gonna happen.
You're gonna go to sleep,
And
wake
you're
up.
wake up, and you're like snatched, and it's like every girl like dreams of it. Like, you know, did you obviously when you got it, did you feel like any insecurities or like worried? And what was like your reason for getting it? You've always wanted to?
Yeah, I always wanted to. I think I always had like the love handles, and
Mm-hmm.
every time I would go to the gym, I would never, like, as hard as I would go, like, they would never go away. And I remember I told my mom, like, I'm gonna give myself a year. Like, I'm gonna go hard at the gym a year, and if I don't see results, I'm gonna go get a BBL. She's like, ay, estás loca, because in the beginning, she didn't want me to. And I'm like, it's because, like, I really want it.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, then what? Just dedicate yourself to the gym, and then we'll see. And well, I did the gym thing.
Her purposely not going.
Yeah, I'm like, I would
working out on
skip like,
purpose. She
I would
drives to
skip
the
like
gym,
3
just
times
sits
a
out there.
week. And after, I'm like, okay, like, I'm gonna just get it.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't even tell my parents. I just told them when I had my appointment.
No.
And like, they couldn't do anything because I was like over 21 already.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was paying it myself too. And
Yeah.
what can they tell you? Like,
Right.
and they're like, okay, pues, like, we'll go with you.
Okay.
So they went with me.
Where did you get it done?
Tijuana.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
with Campos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did my little research. I was
You're
like,
like-
I need to like be sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
obviously, and you love it.
I love it.
Would
dude.
you go again
Sometimes I think about it because
to
I'm
do
like,
another BBL or to do something else?
to do another BBL. But look, let me
Okay.
tell you guys. I think about it, but then I'm like, no, I don't want it.
No.
Like, I'd rather just like go to the gym this time.
Yeah.
But because I don't want to put my body through like that again. Like, I feel like it's a lot that they do. So I'm like, oh my God, I wouldn't
The
want to.
drama
Like,
and all
ahora sí me espanta a little.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a little nervous. But I have thought about my boobs.
I want
I-
to do my boobs too.
Dude, me too. But then I think about all this other stuff and I'm like, maybe just a lift. I don't know.
Yeah.
I still haven't decided. But everybody tells me not to do my boobs.
Right.
They're
Because I feel
"No,
like a lot
no."
of people like that have done it like recently, like
Mhm.
they've seen some type of
Right.
reaction,
And that's
a
what
late
scares me.
reaction.
That's what scares me. And I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do like breast implants. Like maybe I should lift them up.
Even then, I get scared. Like, what happens with the lift?
I think they just like, well, I don't know. I haven't done my
After.
research yet, but
We're gonna do our research.
yeah, we're gonna do our research and then we'll let you guys know.
I know. We'll come back. How was obviously like the reaction? How like people saying anything? Was there a lot of hate comments?
I was scared to like tell my audience in the beginning, but I was like, I can't lie to them either. Like, girl, it's gonna be a whole big difference of like how my body was.
Right.
So I'm gonna just let them know. And I made a video and everything on YouTube of my experience, and I honestly feel like that was the best way because they appreciated that I was being honest with them and I wasn't hiding it from them. So I was like, oh my God, thank God. Like, I did have a few hate comments, but I mean, I didn't really care about it because I'm like, girl, it's my body at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, I could
You're
do
doing it
whatever.
for you.
Yeah, and I'm doing it for me. If you don't want to get it done, then don't get it done. Like, but let other people like decide for themselves, you
Right,
know?
exactly.
Like, don't be hating in the comments.
For real. You didn't pay for it.
Yeah, and
So-
also you don't know how like it can help somebody too, like with their like confidence. Because for me, it boosted my confidence so much.
Yeah.
So much.
And it's like, it's not even to say that like you were super insecure or whatever, but it's like, it just makes you feel good about
Good.
yourself, like in the clothes you wear and your videos and
Yeah.
like, you know, so if girls, if you want to get your surgery, do it.
Do it.
Because it's your body, it's your money, it's what you want to
Yeah.
do. Just obviously do research.
And do it for the right reasons.
Do it
too.
for the right reasons.
Yeah. Because there's also people that have done it and they're not happy.
Yeah.
So you have to like go like internally and like really like see if you that's what you want.
Because it's a lot mentally.
Oh yeah.
It's like
It's
you're
a
sitting
lot.
on your ass or sitting like doing nothing
yeah.
for a long time.
For 6 weeks, dude,
Yeah,
you can't
and then
sit
you
on your
start
ass.
thinking about your life and you're like,
Yeah, you're like, what did I do this
I
for?
know.
Aaron?
But no, but for real, like do your research, make sure you're mentally prepared. Like it's a lot, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's a huge change. Like you're gonna look at
yeah.
yourself and it doesn't settle in for a while. Just let it, let the body do its thing.
Yeah.
But do your research.
And doctors too, like make sure they're board certified and know where you're going because that's also very scary too.
And make sure you love yourself no matter what.
Yes.
That's the point
the
at the end of the
key.
day. So I kind of want to know where Oscar came into all of this. At what point?
So I already had my BB out.
I already had it done. Ready?
He came in, when was it? Like 2 years ago.
Okay. Because you were in a toxic relationship, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You were in a toxic relationship, and obviously comes in Oscar, the king. And I feel like he genuinely, like, I could see it just in his eyes, and I don't know him that well, but he loves you.
Yeah.
And, like, you just, like, you guys hold on to each other, and, like, he treats you so good.
He's so good, dude.
How did you guys meet and all that?
So we met like 2.5 years ago. It was when I was trying to see how to invest my money.
Okay.
And I had told my mom, I'm like, oh, Mom, like, I want to see, like, different ways to invest my money. And she's like, oh, well, like, why don't you buy a property?
It's like the
And I'm
business
like,
degree talking.
girl, I'm like, hold on. I don't have that much money for a
Right.
property. She's like, no, like, let's go see how you're able to qualify.
Love that.
And I'm like, okay. I'm like, and dude, I didn't even know that you had to qualify, like, to buy a house or, like, all that.
It's crazy.
So she's like, let me take you with, like, a realtor that I know. And she took me with the realtor, and the realtor took Oscar because Oscar's a loan officer. So I was kind of scared because it was 2 of them, and I just thought it was going to be one of them. And I'm like, oh, my God, like, I'm intimidated. I didn't know anything. Like, they were asking me all these personal questions. Like, and I was just there, like a little chamaca. And that's how we met. Like, we left it at that. They told me how to qualify, like, which at the time I didn't qualify.
Right.
But they did let me know, like, all the information. And then he followed me on Instagram. He messaged me, and he's like, oh, I followed you on all your social platforms to support you. I'm like, oh my
Are you not being nosy?
I'm like, to support me or what?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks.
like, okay, I'll take that.
Uh-huh.
And I followed him back. And then one day he just messaged me.
Uh-huh.
He slid in the DMs. It was when I had my foot fractured. And he was just like, take it easy on yourself. Because I remember posting a story and I was just going in on myself. Like, I was telling myself, I'm so dumb. Like, why did I even get in a scooter and fracture my foot. Like, I can't even take pictures. I can't even, like, go out.
You're hard on yourself.
Super. And he's like, oh, take it easy. And that's how we started. And then from there, like, it took a while, actually. It took, like, months for him to ask me
You
out.
weren't easy about it.
Well, we kind of, like, we were just talking as friends.
Okay.
And still, like, in a professional side.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stopped. I think he actually stopped replying to me for like 2 months.
And you're like, where is he?
No, I didn't even notice. Because at the time,
okay.
like, I was just doing my thing and then he was doing his thing. And then out of nowhere, it was his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that it was his birthday. So I said happy birthday to him. I'm like, I made the other move. Yeah, and then that's when it all started. And we went on a couple dates and yeah.
Did you ever feel scared because you were like in a previous relationship, like you didn't, like your heart was kind of closed?
Yeah, I was super scared actually, like to go on a first date with him. But then after I'm like, girl, like I can't always be like this. Like be in my room, like not wanting to know about men. I'm like, I just need to like let go of that. And I did. I was like, let me just do this first date.
Right.
Let's see how this goes. Oh my God. And the first date was like amazing.
Really? How was it?
It was so good. Like we went to dinner and then it was just like those little things that
little details
you
that
know,
went a long way.
that you know they're gentlemen and they like we went to a restaurant and he was like, first he opened the door for me, which that's a major like
Obviously.
if you don't do that then red flag. 2, when we were ordering, he was like very like attentive to like, oh, you know, they have this like kind of like ordering for me.
Like making you feel comfortable.
And making my life easier. I was like, wait, what's going on? Like, usually when I go to a restaurant with new people, I feel weird because I'm like, what do I order? Like, what's in the menu? You know? And he was like, you know, explaining everything detail by detail. And yeah, everything was like good. Like, everything was perfect that night.
I love that.
Yeah.
And how long have you guys been together for now?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. And your parents love him and all that?
Oh my God, my parents love him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember you were saying that one time he asked your family
Oh yeah, he asked my parents
to be your girlfriend.
Be my girlfriend.
Así como like you were like 15
Yeah,
or whatever.
dude.
I love that.
I was so shook. Like when my mom told me, I was like, no way he did that. She's like, yeah, like before you guys left, he asked me if it was okay. And I was like, what? Like, that's so cute.
I feel like nobody ever does that
Right?
anymore.
I know.
Like okay, so it's not like fully necessary, but it's just like it adds like just like a little touch. Like,
Right.
it's like I'm thinking of everybody around you.
Right. And I care about like your family. And not only you, but your family.
Yes.
And that meant like the world to me. Yeah.
Good applause for Oscar.
And just going from like a toxic to that, dude, it was like, I think my family loves him so much because they just saw the change in me.
It's like what you needed.
I was a different person. Like I was so down in my last relationship, and like when he came into my life, it was just a new me.
Right.
Because I was being treated right.
Like he gives you like the animas and everything.
The
like,
animas, the support. It was like a whole like 180.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is like the one for you?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm gonna start crying.
I'm excited.
Yes.
So if he's the one, like, and obviously I feel like people don't know, but you guys don't live together.
No,
right?
We don't.
So is that different now that you're older? Like, do you guys want to live together? Like, what are the plans there?
So we haven't talked about it yet.
Okay.
Because he lives like on his own with like he lives with like his roommate and then like his brother. And then I still live with my parents. But I don't know, maybe in the future.
Right.
I'm like we haven't talked about it because we're still taking it like step by step. Like we don't want to like also rush into things, but definitely I would obviously want to live with him.
Right. I feel like that you guys still have that dating aspect, like that spark.
Right.
Like drop me off at home.
Oh, like pick me up.
Yeah, like
yeah.
super romantic. Like, okay, I'll be
Sometimes
out
I do like I am with him though.
Right.
But it's not like all the time tampoco because my mom always tells me like este hogar no es hotel.
Yeah. Which is like I feel like still gives it like it makes it healthy.
Right.
Makes it more exciting. Like you guys aren't in a rush.
You still miss each other.
Yes.
Like you're not always like there with one another like empalagosos.
Exactly. Warning, Oscar. She's like,
Yeah, I'm all like holding on to
I know.
it.
No, but like I said, it makes it romantic and
Yeah.
cute and healthy. Like,
Right.
it just that, and I feel like that's what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody needs that. Just a healthy relationship. Like, after coming out from something toxic, like, what's good now. And, like, he
Yes.
treats you good, and it's like still literally boyfriend girlfriend, like how it should be.
Yeah, and that's honestly like when I saw that, I was like, dude, this is like what I've been asking for my whole life. Like,
Yeah.
thank God he came to my life
I
because
love
he
that.
literally changed it.
Well, I'll be waiting for my invitation.
Okay, to the wedding.
When it happens,
You're invited.
I'll be right there. I'll have the bottle. Don't worry. Okay, so we've talked social media. We've talked about your surgery, growing up, college. What is your piece of advice that you can give to someone maybe in the same position as you, or something that you've learned, like a monumental moment in your life where you've learned and you want to give that hope and inspiration to people?
To just keep going. Like, don't ever get discouraged of what you're doing because, like I said earlier, like I got discouraged when I was starting social media, and I wish that wasn't the case because if I would have gone like kept going, it would have led to something
Right. Different.
different. But just keep going, keep doing you. Don't listen to anybody like the negative comments, and keep thriving. Like and if you're going through something right now, like it gets better. Like trust me, it really does get better. But just know that God always has something for you, for each and every one of us. Like you're never alone, so it will get better.
It will. And I feel like for you, like I think I feel like yours is taking risk.
Yeah,
Taking risk and just
take the risk, girl.
Uh-huh.
Take it. Because you're always gonna have that in your head, like, oh, what if I didn't do it, or like,
No.
what if I would have done it? Where would I be right now?
Right.
So just do it. Like, no matter what, take the risk.
And whatever you're doing though.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't if even if it's not social media, if you need to go, if you're getting a new job or
Right.
something with the house or whatever in a relationship, take the risk because you don't know if you don't try.
Also, like a reasonable risk too.
Yep.
Like have always a plan B, a plan C, to always like fall back to that. You
Yeah.
know, like, but
In case if something doesn't work out, you always have
you always
this.
have something else.
And it's not too late, guys. She really inspired me if it's to go back to school. A lot of my
Yes.
friends are going to be like, don't go back to school. It's just like, no, like, just in case it's something. And I'll go back to this, but it gives you some sense of normalcy in, like, life.
Right.
Like, I want to be able to say, like, I went to school, I did this, and, like, I had a normal life in that sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? Aside from social media. What are your goals? What does your future look like? Where do you see yourself? Are there any collabs? Anything that you wanna?
I definitely want to keep growing on social media. I see myself as a CEO.
Ooh,
So I want to
period.
start my business like maybe like in a couple years. Don't know what yet. I'm
Okay.
still trying to like find my passion because I feel like you really have to be passionate about something if you're going to start something. And I do have collabs coming. So
Yes.
stay tuned for that. I'm super excited. But yeah, they've been in the works
Yes.
for a couple months now. So I'm excited.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, your social media Marlenedizzle, right?
Marlenedizzle.
Marlenedizzle on everything.
On everything.
Everything. Marlenedizzle.
Dizzle.
It's not that hard to spell, you guys. All right. Well, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so much
being
for
here,
having
my love.
me.
I really appreciate it. I love the conversation that we had, and you really inspired me.
Oh,
You
thank
inspired
you.
me
Go
to
back to school, girl.
Yeah, she's yelling at me. Yeah, go back to school, get it done. No, it's always that extra little. I have
Little
to have
push.
my plan B.
Yeah.
My plan B there. My plan Z at this point. But thank you so much.
Thank you
for
so
being
much.
here. And I love you so much. You're such a good
Oh, I
friend.
love
And
you
you're such a
too.
beautiful heart and soul. Make sure you guys follow her. Make sure you guys follow Overcomfort Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching.